But we start with the fascinating breaking news in the last hour and a fresh twist in Manchester United's turbulent search for a midfielder. As you can see, Dharmesh Sheth alongside me now. And Dharmesh, a name that none of us saw coming.
This one has come pretty much out of the blue, Joe, and it is about the man you can see on your screen just now. That is Youri Tielemans from Aston Villa. It's our understanding that Manchester United are in advanced talks to sign the Aston Villa midfielder Youri Tielemans. The big question is why would Aston Villa want to sell? Well, they don't want to sell. They have got no intention of selling Youri Tielemans. However, they have been hamstrung slightly because part of his contract contains a release clause, which we understand to be around £36 million, which Manchester United are prepared to pay. This one is going to accelerate, and it has accelerated since Belgium were knocked out of the World Cup by Spain last week. And since that has happened, Manchester United have put the wheels in motion. And when you have a release clause and a club is prepared to meet it, this kind of deal can move very, very quickly. And that's what looks like it is happening now. Manchester United in advanced talks to sign Youri Tielemans from Aston Villa for a fee of around £36 million, which is the release clause in the Belgian international's contracts.
And you mentioned the question, why would Aston Villa want to sell him? Why do you think Manchester United are targeting him?
I don't know how many times I've stood here with you, Joe, during this transfer window so far. And when we've talked about Manchester United, the big priority throughout this transfer window has been midfield. And from it being, they need to sign one midfielder, maybe two midfielders. We could even see Manchester United trying to sign three midfielders in this transfer window. So that has been the priority from minute one of this transfer window. In fact, even before the transfer window opened, because we knew that Casemiro was going to be leaving Manchester United. And now there's the added complication that ManUtd has got a serious knee injury that he suffered during the World Cup with Uruguay. And you know what? I think Manchester United might have been prepared to listen to offers for someone like ManUtd to free up some squad space, some wages space and some transfer fee money to come into the club to be able to fund other midfield moves. But it's clear that Ugarte isn't going anywhere at the moment, and it's clear he's not going to be playing for Manchester United, having that serious knee injury. So United in the market for two, maybe even three midfielders. Youri Tielemans looks like he could be one of them.
Yeah, and what about where they stand in terms of those other midfield targets? Are they close to bringing any more in right now?
Right. Two big stories over the past week. We do know that they had agreed a deal with Atalanta for Ederson.
Right, here we are, building up to the World Cup semi-finals with some of the biggest names in the game going head-to-head. The forward lines for all four teams are the focus, but the question is, who would make the ultimate front four? So we have Jay splitting this into wingers, number 10s and strikers. So we're going to start with wingers. Which two would you pick? Go.
I ain't playing with no wingers. I mean, Elise's not on there. So, yeah, I will probably go from that list with... I'm not going with none of them. Sorry, I'm not going with none of the wingers because I'm going to play other players in those positions. But if I had to, then it would be Dembele. Yeah.
Okay, fine. So possibly Dembele, but then look.
Okay, so now we're talking.
This is what you want.
So like now I'm going with Messi, and I'm going with. I'm going to go with Elise and Bellingham.
Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest Manchester United transfer updates. Let's get started. Every transfer window follows a familiar pattern. Some stories disappear after only a few days, while others continue returning because they make footballing sense. The links involving Youri Tielemans are one of those stories that always seem to attract attention whenever clubs begin evaluating midfield options. Tielemans has spent several years proving himself in the Premier League. His ability to control possession, deliver accurate long passes, strike the ball from distance, and remain composed under pressure has made him one of the league's most respected midfielders. Those qualities naturally make him attractive to clubs searching for experience in the center of the pitch. Manchester United know that controlling midfield is essential if they want to compete consistently against the strongest teams. The modern game is decided by small details. Winning second balls, keeping possession, breaking opposition pressure, creating chances from deep areas. Midfielders are responsible for all of these tasks. That is why recruitment in this position remains so important. One aspect of Tielemans' game that often stands out is his football intelligence. He doesn't always rely on speed. Instead, he reads the game early, positions himself well, and uses his passing ability to move the ball into dangerous areas. Managers appreciate players who make smart decisions because they help maintain control throughout a match. Another important quality is versatility. Over the years, Tielemans has shown he can play in different midfield roles depending on the team's tactical approach. Whether asked to operate deeper, support attacking moves, or help control possession, he has demonstrated the ability to adapt. That flexibility becomes valuable during a long campaign where injuries and fixture congestion force managers to rotate their squads. Manchester United supporters have repeatedly discussed the need for greater balance in midfield. Every successful team needs players capable of defending effectively while also contributing creatively. Finding footballers who combine both responsibilities is never easy. That is one reason why experienced midfielders continue attracting interest during every transfer window. Of course, recruitment is never based on ability alone. Clubs also consider character, professionalism, leadership, experience in high-pressure matches. All of these factors influence transfer decisions. Building a successful squad means finding players who fit both on and off the pitch. Another challenge every club faces is financial planning.